You may have heard about nothingness or emptiness in Buddhism or Zen. Like one of the famous phrases in Heart Sutra is everything and every event is nothingness. And nothingness is all the situation we've got. So what it points is that there's no true nature. Everything is nothing. Nothing lasts forever. That's the whole idea. I found an interesting article and I thought I would share this. At the beginning is the summary of this article. The following passage explores the Buddhist concept of emptiness or nothingness, in Japanese ku, which signifies the absence of inherent existence of self-nature in all things. This concept is also expressed as everything is empty, or everything is nothingness, and synonymously with the state of no self. The background. As I was sharing the idea of samadhi, no mind, no self, along with the idea of Shila Samadhi Panya, or way of wisdom and compassion, I stumbled into this website and found it explaining well about the idea of emptiness or nothingness, as in the famous saying of every form and event are nothing, nothing every form and event in Heart Sutra. I will put the website in the description, but let me read what's in there. The concept of emptiness or nothingness. This passage explains the Buddhist concept of emptiness or nothingness, which refers to the lack of inherent existence of self-nature in all things. It is also expressed as everything is empty or nothingness. The term emptiness is synonymous with the state of no self. The original word in Sanskrit is sunya, with its noun form sunyata. In Buddhism, the doctrine of dependent origination teaches that all phenomena arise due to causes and conditions. Since all things arise dependently, they do not exist independently and do not possess eternal, unchanging, fixed essence. Therefore, they are said to be empty. In other words, things that arise through dependent origination lack inherent existence. And because they lack inherent existence, they are empty or nothing. Thus, emptiness can be understood as another expression of dependent origination. Although the idea of emptiness was already present in early Buddhist scriptures, it was not fully developed until the time of Mahayana Buddhism, when texts such as Prajna Paramita Sutra began to emphasize the concept. There are various interpretations of emptiness, but here the two most fundamental aspects are highlighted: the emptiness of the self and the emptiness of phenomena, collectively known as the two emptinesses. The emptiness of the self means that the self as an inner essence is merely a temporary collection of the five aggregates, and thus lacks inherent existence. The emptiness of phenomena means that all external entities arise from causes and conditions, and therefore do not possess external, unchanging, fixed essence. Five aggregates: eye, ear, nose, tongue, and skin. You capture information, and that's it. Just a sub note. People usually cling to the belief that both the self and external entities have an eternal, unchanging essence and become attached to them. It's a case of ego. However, since everything is impermanent and without self, such attachments and dependencies inevitably lead to suffering. Therefore, the concept of emptiness serves to break these attachments. There are a lot more to go into it, but let me continue. Nagarjuna, in his primary work, further elaborates on the philosophy of emptiness. We say that whatever arises dependently is empty. This is a provisional designation, a conceptual description, and is also the middle path. This idea of emptiness, provisional designation, and the middle way later developed into the three truths in Thai Buddhism.